LD, aka Homicide. Yes, Homicide. OGs knew I had a poppin'.
Yo, yo, yo.
IG looking photoshopish. They just can't take charge, so they flopping.
LD.
New shit looking like it's knocking. Rap game, not a game, one broke, so it's cast off.
Goodness.
Really, I've been keeping shit 100 like the cubby trying to close it with the fastball. I don't even do this shit for money, but they buying it in droves like it's half off. If Diggy got a show out there, you know he got a show out there. Roll on my arm, Ross on the farm, it's the new guard. They put the boy on the Jumbotron just to pump up the crowd. At my 10-year reunion, like look at me now.
Mate, wait, that was too long.
Yeah, as well. Too long.
That was too
That's
long.
not too long.
Start again. No, just do like 10 seconds.
That
Or
wasn't
like,
too long. You've listened to the song. If you want to listen to the rest of it, it's How Can You Sleep?
you might get flagged for that, you know?
Ah, they'll flag me. Fuck it. I don't care if they flag me. Flag me.
Well,
I'll
actually, I
cut
think
it
you can only get flagged when you're making money off it, to be honest, actually.
out. Wait, we are making money. I'm getting my getting my Tinder profile paid for.
What, your £3 a month donation?
That's right. Still waiting for that, people. It's
Yeah.
coming. It's in the making.
Hopefully it'll come. I mean, that would be a great start, though, wouldn't it? £3 a month, it's not bad.
Not bad. So tell me, how's week been for you?
Yeah, it's been a good week. A few little events have happened this week. Yeah, no, it's been a good week. Been trying to keep busy.
A few little
looking for
events.
jobs
Still job hunting.
job hunting.
Fucking drain.
On the job
Drain
hunt.
and bane of my life, the job hunt.
Yeah, it's difficult now. It's hard out
Yeah,
there now.
very
It's
difficult.
very hard.
I've had work all week, going Berlin next week, do a trade show, and
Oh,
had a
yeah.
fun weekend with spending it with my dad.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah. I had a serious match on the Tinder.
Oh yeah.
Did I tell you about this one?
I just dropped my
The one
cat.
who's the one who's loco. She's local.
Oh right. No, I don't think you did.
Yeah. She's a fresher, innit, down at the college in my town.
Oh, is this farmer?
Farmer girl, but she ain't no farmer.
Yes, farmer girl.
She's farmer girl.
She
to me.
doesn't look like a farmer. I'll tell you that, mate.
Oh boy, you don't look like no farmer.
Mate, that's man. If that's what farmers look like, that'd be sick.
She got a nice set of udders on her.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, tell him about. So yeah, we were me and Josh were trying to figure out the funniest stuff to say to her because Josh obviously texted me about her.
Oh, do you want me to read the?
Yeah, and we came
the
up with some
chat.
absolute gold.
Oh my god! As if I can't read the chat. My phone has just died. Oh my right. Anyway, I'll get to that. But whilst I'm plugging my phone in, God, I'm so prepared for this sort of stuff. It was on 20. It was on 20%. I swear, God, it just dies sometimes.
What have you got? You got a Samsung, haven't you?
S6, still going strong, mate.
S6.
I've had this thing for 3 years now.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I've had my one. It's like an A5. It's not as good as yours, but the battery started dying. It would drop to like nothing. But I sent it back to Samsung, and they fixed it up for me and gave it back to me fairly quickly as well, actually. So, big up Samsung.
There we go.
Sponsor me. I
Bigging
did
up
need a new phone
Samsung,
though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
There we
Apple.
go.
Well, I am a fan of Apple, but not like. I don't like the way they treat their, I don't know, customers.
Oh, mate. Remember when they changed the charging port for it? That was criminal. when they
Oh, yeah,
when they
headphone
did that, when they're
jacks.
from the
What
4
about
to
that?
the 5, I get it was a better design than that, but making everyone said, nope, all your chargers now are done, all your phone chargers done, all your car chargers, no, you got to buy new
Yeah.
shit. And then they
It's
did it
just money,
again
isn't it?
with the 7, with the headsets. No audio jack port. Have to
Yeah,
buy iPod or iPhone wireless
Oh my
headphones.
God, it's
Anyway, I've just plugged my phone in, and it's just jumped back up to 20%. So
Yes, good
It's a
old
bit-
Samsung.
It's a bit quick charging, that is.
Samsung doing us proud.
So
Oh yeah,
Unless-
the new iPhone came out, didn't it? That was
the
Have you seen
X,
that? The iPhone 10 or X,
Not
whatever it's called.
Not looked at it.
Yeah, it's quite impressive to be fair. It is quite nice, but they kind of missed out 9, so it went from throughout the whole what's it called? The keynote, is that what they call it in Apple land?
Keynote. What's
Is that what's
mean?
called?
I don't know what you're talking about.
well, when they like show off their brand new products for the year, I think it's called a keynote, and they did a whole presentation about the new iPhone, and everyone was a bit disappointed because it would just look like the 7.
Well, they all look the same.
No, but by the end of it, it was like a trick almost. It's like, yeah, this is the iPhone 8. It's basically the iPhone 7, except a bit better. But then at the end, they're like, oh, there's still more, and they reveal the iPhone 10, and it's got that, you know, edgeless screen or whatever. But yeah,
I've just got my Tinder on now.
Okay.
So, and I pulled this line. You've read the game, the book?
No, I haven't. No, I think I've heard of that actually. Someone's told me about that.
It's a book written by someone helping men, lads, what do you want to say, to pull women.
Right.
And he said, one of the things you should do in a club if you want to get the attention of someone, you don't want to say hey, you don't want to say goodbye. It's so like cliche. They've heard it 1,000 times before.
Yeah.
What you got to do is you got to go up to them and go, "Oh my god, did you just see that fight outside?" I mean, like, just be completely random and outlandish, and they just get some hooks straight away. So I messaged this girl going, "Oh my god, did you see that fight outside?"
Which makes no sense because obviously
she just puts what? I go, "Yeah, it was fucking brutal. Both guys had the heads beaten in."
Oh my
god. She goes,
god.
"What? Where?" I go, "Oh, just some street. Why? Whereabouts are you at?" There you go. Straight in there. Turn the conversation over onto her, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm at Reese Heath, which is it's an agricultural college." And I go, "Oh, you speak farmer, do you? Ooh are. She goes, "I'm not a farmer." And I go, "Well, if you're not a farmer, what on earth are you doing at Reese Heath?" She goes, "Animal." I go, "The animal, doing animals? I'm sure you could find yourself a nice man instead." She goes, "You're funny, you're cute, thanks. What's your number? We should hang
this
out."
is when you at this point didn't you contact me?
No, number. We should hang out, and she gave me the Snapchat. So bang, Snapchat within. How many messages is that? 6, 7 messages. So we're one step closer to the end game. And we were Snapchatting.
And the end game, people, is a meaningful relationship, not just standard.
Not just poke your bum, but a meaningful long-term relationship.
A meaningful, long-term, well thought out relationship.
So I was Snapchatting, and because I can't recall on Snapchat, because obviously it deletes itself, I'm pretty sure we was talking. How you tell me, because I can't remember.
Well, I just remember that line that
Because I can't remember.
it was no, it was a great line. Oh yeah, it was on Snapchat, wasn't it? Oh right, yeah. It was something about
I said something.
She asked you a question, didn't she? Yeah, and then it was like,
that was it.
Oh
she
yeah,
went
that was
to the zoo. She went to this monkey zoo, and I was calling her a monkey. And she goes, "Oh, you're gonna go see the family today, are you?" And she's like, "Fuck off, I'm not a monkey." And I go, "Oh, I swear I saw your twin sister in one of them pictures." She's like, "No, I'm not a monkey." She says, "You look like one of the monkeys." And I went, "Oh, he was a handsome monkey. He was a good looking chap." He was like, "Fuck off."
No, but it was no, but that's And then how did you get to the like
Basically,
funny one?
I said no. It was before then. It was something. I remember.
It was something about farming, wasn't it?
It was about ploughing.
Yeah, you wanted to practice your ploughing technique.
I was because I was told before. I was like, "Oh, I need to practice my ploughing technique." And she goes, "Not with me." And I said, "Well, I need to sow my seeds before the winter gets in." It's been a long dry summer.
Yeah, it's been a long dry summer. Yeah, yeah, that was fucking great.
But it was funny at the time. We were laughing about it. So
we
much.
were.
We was creasing, but obviously now I'm saying it out loud again. It doesn't sound as funny.
No, it was
anyway.
funny, dude. That was funny. Considering the context of her being a farmer and you playing on the farmer joke. If she doesn't find that funny, then she's got problems, I think.
She it was a birthday next. She didn't reply to that one when I said that, but I messaged the next day saying happy birthday. And you listen to what you don't know about, which I've been dying to tell you. She messaged me saying I'm not birthday, and messaging away. Oh, that's dead now. That vapors. Oh, I need to get a new coil. Yeah, not good. Talked about. Oh my god, I can't remember now. I'll just lose my train of thought so easily.
So what? You messaged her. You messaged her
about
her
birthday. And that was it. We were messaging, and I was saying, oh, I said something funny about, oh, I can be, basically, I basically ended up saying, oh, I can be nice if you want me to. Because I was obviously just trolling her. And then she messaged me back a Snapchat saying, oh yeah, I'm from Sheffield, but I'm working now, I'm going to college now in Reese Heath, which is in Cheshire, kiss kiss. And I opened it like...
On Snapchat, this is...
Yeah, and I opened it up thinking, what? This is totes confusing. What's going on here? And then I got another Snapchat going, oh, sorry, wrong person. With two little faces.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay. So I messaged her back saying...
she's playing the field.
Yeah, I messaged her back saying, alright, I can be, but you seem pretty preoccupied. And she goes, do I? And I haven't replied.
Right.
I'm letting that one simmer.
So you reckon she's playing the field, using those farming?
Of course she's playing
farming
the field,
skills to full effect.
Mate, she's a hot girl on Tinder. Like, I bet she's got like 15 other guys messaging her.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're a hot girl on Tinder, you're just fucking crushing it, really.
You gotta, and you just got, you know, when that happens to you, and you get the fucking shaft in, and you know, it's like, oh, you just feel like sacking it off. Just don't sack it off. Just, you know, let her simmer down a bit. Let her know she's done wrong.
Yeah,
don't
but
reply.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, she can be doing whatever the fuck she wants, really.
She can.
And it doesn't really affect you, because I mean, if you want a meaningful relationship, I'm putting up like quote marks with my fingers when I say that. If you want that, and she's also looking for multiple meaningful relationships, then I think it's fair game, man. Because you're doing the same.
Oh,
You'll
it's
be
fair.
messaging
Yeah.
10 birds.
I mean, I got that message, and I was a bit annoyed. I was like, oh, fuck it, whatever. But then just, you know, push it off. On to the next, innit?
Nah, but
just
keep it in the catalogue, in the scrapbook, and you never know, you can revisit projects, mate.
I'm going to revisit that. I'll pick that project back up to tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, you revise and you look and you take things from where they left off and
make sure you study before you take your exam.
Yeah,
don't rush into it.
Yeah, and yeah. But what else have you been doing this week? Have you done anything else this week?
Yeah, I've what have I been doing?
You've been doing some whoa.
Oh, there it is. I've been
Why is there a duck quacking, Josh?
What? It's just the duck, bro. I've been spending a lot of time in the countryside. I want to get back to it.
Back to quacking.
Back to quacking, mate. No, I started a Muay Thai club. The art of
you founded a club, did you?
I founded a club, yeah. I started this fucking club. I don't know much about it, but I started it up anyways. No, I'm kidding. I went to a class. It's pretty, did a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class on the Wednesday, and then on Thursday I did
Jiu-Jitsu, very cool.
not Thai boxing, Muay Thai, which is, for those who don't know, like the essence of MMA. So you're fighting with your hands, your feet, your elbows, and your knees, and pretty much anything goes. You can strangle them, you can throw them about. There's no rules apart from eye gouging.
Yeah.
Oh, then there's eye gouging you can't do. You cannot hit them in the testicles. Can't do bull shots. And also, which I didn't know, you can't take hold of. If you're in a choke or a hold, you cannot pick one of the smaller joints, i.e., a finger or a toe.
Right, that's interesting.
And attack a finger. You have to grab either the whole foot or the whole hand. Because obviously it would be so easy to snap a finger. So that's not allowed either. Which is, I thought
Muay Thai was like more striking based, so I didn't realise there was grapples and that kind of thing in Muay Thai.
Muay Thai is when you're fighting and you're on your feet, you have to stay very distant because you just get a kick, you just get a knee to the head. It's so easily. Yeah. Like I was training with this guy and I kept going on close to him. Maybe when I was punching, I would put my head forwards instead of like staying tall, and he would just grab my head, bring it down, and essentially knee me in the face. Well, he didn't knee me in the face, but he was like, "This is what I would do."
Yeah. And are you wearing headgear when you're doing this, or is it?
No, just shin pads and
just mitts,
gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be going back next week to have a go. Yeah, it was very.
Did you catch any big hits then? Did you feel it? Because I know, like, I used to do boxing when I was younger, and I know when you do get hit a little bit hard, you do kind of like, you can feel it. You can feel a big hit, even through headgear and then big gloves, you can definitely feel like a bit rattled when you get clattered.
I've only been in like a proper boxing match back when I was in high school, and my high school was a boarding school, and I was staying over one night, so all the boys get together in like one room and just fuck about, and we was doing a boxing match in one of the bedrooms, and this bedroom's only like 4 meters wide, and there's like a bed on either side, so we were boxing basically in a space less than a meter wide, facing each other, so there's nowhere to fucking run. And it was like, oh, go on, I'll give it a go. And no one was boxing this guy, and he was the guy with the boxing gloves. I thought, this, let's have a little spar. And he's like, go on, hit me, give us your best shot. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, I didn't want to hit anyone. I've never hit anyone before, so I like knocked him in the head. And then he started beating the fucking crap out of me. Little did I know, this guy boxed for like club and shit. Started punching me in the face. I was like, what the fuck? I got a bloody nose out of it.
Oh my god.
That's just high school, mate.
Right.
Don't pick a fight with a guy with the boxing gloves. He's probably used them before.
Well, that's
But,
good. Did you
the
so
day
you enjoyed it
before-
then? You enjoyed the experience?
Yeah, very good. I'll tell you about the day before. It was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and that's
interested
all
in.
fighting on their back. So the one person's on their back, and then you're on top of them in what they call the butterfly position, which is their legs sort of elbows, knees pointed out, feet together, and you sort of put your legs around their feet and lie on top of them. And the idea is to get your body as low and as flat as possible. So you want to have your head like buried into their chest and your chest like into their stomach, and be as low as possible. It's hard to move you.
Yeah.
So there was 6 of us in there, 5 dudes and 1 chick, and I got paired up with a chick. Yeah, 1 chick.
Oh no.
And I was paired up with a chick, and
Oh no.
she lies down on her back, and everyone else is like, everyone else was putting their
Everyone
face,
watching
like,
you, were they like, ooh?
Well,
Go on, son.
They were putting their head into their other guy's chest, and I just, she got.
Oh, so you took full advantage of that and buried your head
No, I didn't.
deep within
do
her
it.
chest.
I couldn't do it. I had to just tilt my neck and like bury it on her like side. I can't.
Oh, so you put a cheek.
I couldn't.
I can imagine you doing that actually.
Meeting this
How
girl
were
for
her
30
assets?
seconds.
Did she have a big set? Did she?
She had a muscular physique. I'll say that.
Oh right, so there wasn't much to work with anyway. Like, so if you buried it in, it would be kind of like rock hard, would it?
I don't know, man. She was wearing like this robe thing, which I was supposed to wear.
A gi.
Yes, that's
gi,
exactly what she was wearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was gi, and I was in
right,
non-gi.
okay. So were you full mount when you took to her?
Yeah,
that's
I was
a term, full mount. That's a jiu-jitsu term.
I was full mounting this girl with my head.
So
buried in her
you're doing a
chest.
butterfly. So you're. Hang on, wait. Let me just try.
Well,
and
we swapped
imagine this.
over. So she was on her
So hang
back,
on,
and then
just-
I was on my back. We switched the roles.
What? So who's on top of who there? Are you on top of her,
No.
or is she on top?
Well,
of
I
you?
was on top of her to start with, and then she got on top of me. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you find that?
I was
Having
sweaty
a
afterwards.
woman stronger than you on top of you.
Love it, mate. I couldn't
Did she,
think of a better Friday night.
Yeah, really.
Oh yeah.
Was there any point that you were thinking, oh, I'm a bit turned on here? Did that go through your mind at any point? Or?
No, mate. Not with dudes in the room.
Yeah, but
No way, man.
you never know. You make eye contact.
She
with her,
wasn't
it
my
might-
age, man. She was like mid-30s.
You see the glimmer in her eyes, mate. It could change the whole situation.
Well, when she was on top of me, she just sort of sometimes she just rested her head on me and just stayed there.
Did you stroke it
And
and whisper softly?
no, but the other guys were taking the mick out of it. Oh, you sat comfortably there, love.
Oh man. So was she an
And she-
expert? Was she good at it, or was she a beginner
Yeah,
as well?
she knew what she was doing.
Right.
She was taking me for a spin.
She she knew
She
her
was
way
testing
around
out
a
my.
man.
She was testing out my equipment.
Oh my god. Damn, that's quite. I'm surprised. Yeah. So I'm surprised they pair up men and women. So right, and then so what? You took her on the back, and then she took you.
Yeah, she took me, and then we all 6 of us took it in turns to fight each other.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say have a go on the bird.
Well, the bird, when we started sparring, the bird wasn't involved. It was just us lads. So unfortunately, we
Right.
couldn't get physical with her.
Right. But
But
you had a
it's
good roll
so
on the floor
hard.
though.
No, we just practiced together, which I suppose
Yeah.
sounds even worse.
Practice.
Yeah,
Was she
we
stronger than
practiced.
you?
I don't know.
Was she stronger than you? Could she take you? Do you reckon, or?
Could she take me? Oh, well, depends what you mean by that, mate. Could she fight me? Probably. She'd probably kick my ass. Whether I'd let her touch me balls? Probably not. That's a sensitive topic, mate.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So what positions were you practicing on the floor? Because obviously
oh my God, mate.
Oh, you can't remember.
You're killing me off here, mate. She was on her back, and then it was the same. It was the same position.
Yeah, what move was it? Are you? So you're trying to escape the?
So I had to like lift up my hips, lift her up,
right, and get her off.
grab her shoulder, pull her in, and then push her back off with my full weight of my body, try and get onto my feet.
Right. Okay.
She was trying to get around the side of me.
So you're basically practicing how to get back up from a bad position, basically.
Yeah, if you ever just get put down on the floor, you want to get back up. You
Yeah.
need to learn some Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Right, that's cool. And then you did a bit of sparring in the jiu-jitsu class, is that correct? Or?
Yeah. So we were sparring, and it makes such a difference when the bigger dudes, when you're fighting the bigger dudes, it is impossible to win. I mean, this guy was twice my weight, at least.
Right.
Twice my size.
Yeah.
No chance.
And what, he's just landing like big hits on you and stuff?
No, he was on his back, innit, and he has to get me on my back, and it took no effort for him to pick me up and push me over. So, right.
So that's obviously where weight class comes into play, doesn't it?
Exactly,
Yeah,
big time. I think that's one of the main reasons for weight. As long as like hitting harder as well, it matters. But in jiu-jitsu, it's almost impossible to move your opponent, because at the end of the day, you're putting in twice as much force to move him, and he's only using half his force to move you. So the difference is 4 times, isn't it?
So why were you paired up with a big dude if you're obviously not as heavy as him? Was there no smaller people around?
When it stays on.
Oh, right, okay.
So the big dude was on the floor pretty much all night. He was beating everyone.
Right.
Even the guys who had been doing it a lot and like fighting were quite good at it.
Struggled.
Couldn't move him.
Right.
Yeah. No. I think only one guy beat him.
Was he a black belt? Was he?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I think everyone's quite new around there. So.
Oh, right. That's probably quite a good thing for. I mean, if you're going to go a lot, that's probably quite a good little setup you've got there. If everyone's kind of new, that's quite cool.
It's very local. There's a couple of newbies, all different ages and sizes.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna definitely go back and do it again.
Yeah, that's something I've wanted to do for a long time, actually. Jiu-jitsu. I've been, because obviously watching UFC, I watch UFC quite a lot, and jiu-jitsu seems to be the one to learn that everyone's talking about, really.
UFC is the bee's knees, mate. It is the best.
Yeah.
Is it better to watch than boxing? Is it better to watch than boxing?
Yes, 1,000,000%. And do you know how corrupt boxing is as well nowadays? It's just like.
I disagree with you. I can't say that boxing's less fun to watch than MMA.
Yeah.
Boxing is far more of a spectacle. The build up, the whole experience is good. The fighting is
like
more on its
but
feet.
in overall though, just what I'm going to say, like boxing, the big fights are really good. So like the Anthony Joshua, Klitschko, the big fights, they're pretty good when they're like good fights. But then basically every other boxing event is pretty boring. So but then now compare that to UFC. Every fight night there will be something that happens that is like, oh my god, or
like unique, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something mad comes out. That's what makes UFC really good. I mean, did you see the video of the guy running off the cage?
Yeah.
Flicking around and knocking someone out of a head kick.
Yeah.
Like he wall ran it.
Yeah.
2 steps on the wall, span around, kicks him in the head. He is insane.
Yeah.
And I love seeing people getting kicked in the face. Like they're like boxing. They think they're in control, and all of a sudden, like the highest foot to the face.
Yeah.
Like, gone.
Shin to the temple, and it's just over.
Yeah, it's just so.
No, I think UFC is just doing absolute bits on boxing, and I think the fan base is like reflecting that. I think UFCs are going to draw a lot more attention. But there has been a big fight in boxing recently. It's Triple G versus Canelo. Everyone's talking about it. It happened. I don't know. I think it was last weekend. But it was there was a clear winner in the fight. There should have been a clear winner. I think it was. I don't know. I think it might have been Triple G. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But and then the referee. It went to ref's decision, and it was a draw. And basically, everyone is a bit pissed off because there was clearly a winner. So it just proves that there's still like massive amounts of corruption within boxing, which is a shame, really, because it takes all the credibility away from it. And just gives more power to UFC, really. And UFC's just, I don't know, it's a bit more entertaining, I feel. Man on man, no silly rules, just get to it and see what happens, really.
It's more vicious.
It's raw, isn't it? It's like more primal. It's like it's pure. It's like literally man on man. Yeah.
It's a mental game, isn't it? A lot of it is in the cage.
Oh yeah,
I've
yeah.
been told, or I watch videos. It's all mental.
No, it's an amazing
But
thing. Yeah, it's such a good thing to watch,
Yeah.
and yeah, no,
Definitely want to get into it.
yeah, I want to get into it as well.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
It's-
And,
I was just like sparring with these people, like trying to think about kicks. Like when someone brings up their right leg, you're thinking, "Oh God, I got to block this." Do I bring up my leg, and I was like bringing up the wrong leg every time. Like, by the time you even clock that they're
Yeah.
about to kick you, it's too late.
yeah.
Like they've already made contact, and they're not even kicking me quickly. Like just thinking about bringing up a knee. I mean, it will obviously become second nature at some point.
Yeah,
But when I was starting out, I was just like, I was just completely lost.
yeah, missing it.
I
Yeah,
was sparring with this dude. It's like punching him. Like, yeah, I thought, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm like getting a few hits in it. I'm doing well. And I went, come at me, bro, because he wasn't hitting me at all. He just fucking come at me. Bop, 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 knee,
Oh my
kick. Kick me in the chest. Oh, fuck. Stop. Beating the shit out of me.
what, did you get the wind knocked out of you?
No, it was really light touching.
Yeah,
It was more about the counter punch. So you wait for them to move, and then you move, and then you just tap them on the head. Like, saying,
Yeah.
I got you.
because you like check kicks, don't you, with your shin? You lift your leg up to check a kick. Is that right? So that
I kept blocking him with my arm, and the coach came over. He says, "If you do that in a real match, he will break it.
yeah, your arm will
You
be.
won't have it. You won't have an out. You will fuck. Your arm will be broken.
Yeah.
Trying to block a kick with your arm is just dumb.
Yeah, kicks are
If you use your
dangerous,
shins.
and kicks are rangy as well. You can be so far away and throw a kick.
Well, your muscles in
can-
your legs are how much stronger than your ones in your arms? Like 10 times stronger? 4
Probably,
times? I
yeah,
don't know.
massively, yeah.
But obviously, because they're carrying your body weight all day, your arms carry nothing all day.
No, yeah.
If you think
A
about
kick
if
to
you
the
think about it
head,
like
head
that.
can't be a fun thing to experience, to be honest.
I don't know if you can headbutt. I think you can.
No, you can't. You can't headbutt.
You can't
In
headbutt.
most, yeah, I don't think in any martial art you can headbutt. Apart from when, so have you ever seen the old UFC clips when it first, UFC was first started?
No.
So yeah, it was like there was basically, I think there was no rules. There's actually no rules. So like nowadays you've got like quite a few rules. So like you can't, you can't headbutt. Obviously, you can't kick someone while they're down on the ground. But back in the like first UFC fights, there was no rules. So you could pull hair. You could, I think you could.
You could pull hair.
Yeah, you could pull hair. So there's the guy that made like jiu-jitsu famous is a guy called Hoist Gracie, and he's like the founding father of jiu-jitsu, and like everyone in UFC changed up their game because of him. They thought, okay, we need to learn about jiu-jitsu, because the original UFC would be like, okay, everyone thought, say, like kung fu was better than karate, so then you put them in a cage and see what happens.
Yeah, that was so interesting about the sport.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember watching a video, and there was like a lot of the fighters were like karate fighters and jiu-jitsu fighters, and they started throwing boxers in there to fight them.
Yeah, that was it.
And the boxers would start winning because they were playing on their feet more, and they had to get off their backs.
Yeah.
Because you can't out jiu-jitsu someone who's boxing you.
No,
And
no.
then
But
Boxers
yeah.
were dominating the scene, and then this one guy, he came in. He was a professional kickboxer, and he just killed off all the boxers because he would throw a kick like a boxer would throw a jab. So he was just like jab, but he would like jab, swipe out their legs, and
Yeah.
just destroy them with another weapon. And it's martial arts mixed with MMA is all about the utility of your weapons, and it's just about knowing as much as you can.
Yeah, and your ground. And the thing about the original one is there was no weight classes either. So there's a really funny, yeah, the Hoist Gracie guy. He's a slight guy. He's probably like 170 pounds or whatever, 160 pounds, and he would fight like 200-pound guys, like bodybuilder guys, and he would end up beating them just because of jiu-jitsu skill. Because once on the ground, he'll put you in like a chokehold or whatever, and if you're not trained in it, you won't know how to get out of it, and he'll just tie you up and finish you. But
Isn't that what happened to Muhammad Ali when he went into MMA?
I don't think he's been in MMA, has he?
Oh, he went into he did.
I think he might have done a
fight
kickboxing. He might have done one kickboxing
was-
match. Or something.
Because I remember they were saying he was in the fight, and then the fighter went down onto his back, and he didn't get up, and Muhammad Ali was like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on here? Like, what's he doing?" It's like, "Oh, that's part of the rules," and he was just completely clued out. He didn't know that he could do that.
I don't know about that. I don't know if he's
I don't know
done
if I'm bullshitting here, but I swear I heard something like that.
that. I don't know. Never heard of
Could be-
Muhammad Ali in
That
an
could be
MMA.
total fucking.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. So, did we talk about your date? Your second date?
No, yeah. So Yeah, I had a second date off Tinder.
The one where you tried to seal the deal.
Yep. Yeah,
How'd that go?
second date of Tinder.
Did you manage to put a hole in one?
No, hang on,
Or
wait.
did you hit it into
let
the
me just tell
rough?
this. Shut up, man. Yeah, second date. So I was like, she'd been away for a bit, so I hadn't seen her for like 2 weeks or whatever. Yeah, and we just went out basically. I didn't really have much planned. I just kind of wanted, like spontaneity and all that jazz. So just took her out, walked round Hove, went to the seafront, did some like salsa dancing on the beach. It was quite funny. So there's a man like just dancing with a two other couples, and he was just obviously teaching them. And we're walking past, and he's like, "Oh, come and join in." Normally, I was on a date or whatever, so I thought, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. But obviously, normally I wouldn't do that. But yeah, so we just had fun there for a bit.
Sure, mate.
Yeah, and yeah, good. But she's obviously going back to uni now, so it's kind of like it's yeah. I mean, it's just another one, isn't it? Really, it's just play it by ear and
The one that slipped away, is it?
yeah. But I think I don't know. I'm still, searching.
You're still over par.
I'm still, yeah. I mean, I'm happy right now, kind of. But yeah, it's just another one in the.
Did you?
No, but it's all right.
No.
We'll continue the journey and learn from every opportunity and progress in the world. But speaking of Tinder, have you?
Oh, sound effect.
Sound
I just
effects.
played
Oh, what
this
you gonna play?
You suck.
I wish I could,
Right,
but I don't
Jesus
have
Christ.
any.
You suck.
Is that from Doom or something?
Oh, I don't know, man.
You guys suck.
Something funny. Oh, yeah. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, Tinder. Are you using your super likes efficiently? We talked about this last week.
I use one.
Oh, yeah, because you don't
I
have
only
to
get one.
Do you use it
Premium
like
account people.
on a rare occasion?
I used it on a. I can't remember. Can't remember who used it on.
But it didn't come back, did it? It didn't come back.
Was. Oh, Tinder Gold. What is that about?
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's a waste
so
of
Tinder
time.
just released a new update. I think. I mean, a new paid service or whatever. You can. I think it's like turns it into like £7 a month, which is it's a lot of money. And what it means is you can see people that's already matched you. So they have already swiped right on you. So it just makes it a lot easier, which kind of makes sense. So why doesn't Tinder just do that anyway?
Okay, but why doesn't this make sense? When I got the new update, it says I've had 3 girls that like me. So
What, it
surely
told you that?
if I started swiping right, I would eventually. Yeah, it says in the top right, 3 girls that like me. And surely when I start swiping, I would find these girls. I've been swiping for 2 days, mate. I've still got 3 people who like me. I don't know where they're from or where
Maybe
we're
that's
going to
just,
find them.
That's quite clever.
Maybe their range is searching for 1,000 miles, and they've just swiped right, and I will never swipe back to them. And the chances are, it probably won't even be a girl. It might just be some robot trying to sell some shit to me.
Yeah, that's.
Who liked everyone.
Yeah,
You completely. Tinder Gold would be a waste of money.
Yeah, I mean,
Complete and.
but I
utter.
just don't see why Tinder's not just like that anyway. Why don't they just make it a matching thingy, so you don't even have to. Basically, you'll just get a list of girls that have liked you, and then you basically go, okay, yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Why is it not like that
But
anyway?
you know the answer to that, don't you? Because they don't make any money that way.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Very
know the
true.
answer.
It's a business,
It's
isn't it?
all about money, isn't it, Jake? You gotta
Money,
make
money,
moolah.
money.
Oh, that's what I was talking about this weekend. Money. We were talking about money. Talking about what I should do with mine. Should I invest it?
You should put it
Instead of leaving it in the
into
bank.
put it into oil, mate.
Just put it
All
put it
into
on
oil.
red. See what happens.
Put it all on red.
Put it all on red.
What would Dan Blazarian do?
Yeah, we should just do what he does. Play poker. I've been playing poker all weekend with my dad.
You've been playing poker, have
Keep
you?
winning.
Poker's
I'm
good
alright.
fun.
I'm quite good at poker. I've got quite a good I'm quite good at bluffing
Yeah, it's
when I want to.
there's something quite satisfying about doing a big bluff and Yeah, earning a load of chips or whatever.
And I'm also very good at milking the opposition. Like, you know, when you've got good cards and you just like pretend you got nothing, but you just like put a little bit in and just get a little bit more out of them. You already know you've already won. You're just trying to maximise the amount of money they lose. That's my favourite bit. Making them bankrupt. Oh yes. Yeah. I also do stupid things as well.
It's a difficult game, isn't it? It's complex.
I love that game.
So what?
It's not about cards. It's about psychology, innit? It's about understanding your opponent.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And I mean, and I guess having experience, like I guess if you put like 1,000 hours into poker, you're obviously going to have a slight advantage compared to someone that's only played like.
Well, you showed me this video on Dan Bilzerian, didn't you, about his background and where he actually came from and how he became rich? Because the other people he was playing against when he was a big star believed that he was some sort of daddy's boy, investment fund, got all his money from his parents, and he played on that. He wanted them to think that, so he'd never said anything wrong, but in reality he was a war vet who got made redundant and got money off the government and then just started playing poker from a young age back in college and made it all himself. He got discharged, didn't he?
Yeah,
on his legs.
No, it's a I mean, there's obviously, I think there's a bit of like hearsay about the whole story of Dan Bilzerian, but he's done the podcast with Joe Rogan actually, and in that podcast he says it from his point of view. I don't know how honest he is, but yeah, no,
probably not very.
There is something about his family and his father. I think he did start off rich. I don't think he, I don't think he was ever like in a difficult situation when he was growing up. But he is a very intense, driven dude, and he went through Marines training. And he got all the way to the very end of, I think it was Marines or Navy SEALs or Navy SEAls or something.
Navy SEAls.
Yeah, SEALs training. That's it. He got to the very end of SEALs training, and on like the last day, he failed a test or he pulled up for something, and he had to restart it. And apparently, like most guys would quit after that point because the amount of work and energy you have to put in to actually, even get through it.
He did Hell Week twice, basically.
So basically, he did it twice. But then I think the second time, did he make it through? I think he did get selected or something. And then
he got out of an injury. I'm sure he had bad legs or he had bad shoulders. Or some sort of long-term condition that prevented him from joining the Navy SEALs and becoming a warrior.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a freaking warrior.
He's a nuts dude, man. You can't discredit how crazy he is and how like full on he is. Did you hear about his like gambling bet he made with a friend about that he could cycle from?
Yes.
Was it LA to Las Vegas in 3 days? And didn't he put like 200 grand on it or something?
I think it was a lot of money.
And then there was like another bet that he'd die. His friend bet him that he would die. So he thought, I'm going to make that bet as well because, if I die, I don't care. I'm not here. But if I don't, I'll make an extra load of money. But he did it, didn't he? He trained and he did it. He did like another impossible thing.
He was big on the press. He meant it was really good. But they remember the guy was getting really annoyed because he was what's it called? You get behind another vehicle and you take the airflow, so you don't have to use
that was
energy.
it. Yeah, it was
drafting. He was drafting the bike and the car in front, and he was like, "You can't stop doing that. That's cheating." Fine, I will stop because it was making it easy.
Yeah, that make it a lot easier. But he's a crazy dude, man, and he does a lot of drugs and
fucks a lot of bitches.
Yeah, a lot.
My God, how many women has that man slept with?
Like, I think it's got to be like maybe
thousands.
No more. I think more probably.
More than thousands.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
He probably sleeps like 3 girls a night.
It wouldn't surprise me, dude. It would not surprise me.
What's that? That's 900 girls a year. No, well, more than that. 1,000 girls a year.
Mate, yeah, I think
if you have a couple of nights off as well, maybe just shag 1 girl instead of 3.
No, mate, I think he would.
And how many years have you been doing that? 5 years, 6 years. That's a lot.
Because he says, like when he was younger, I think he was a bit of a geek or whatever, and he always says like, I'm so like mad with girls now because I never could never get any when I was younger or whatever.
Do you remember when he sponsored that virgin with the micro penis to have sex with a prostitute?
That wasn't him. That was that other guy, Tony. That was
Was that? I thought it was Dan Bilzerian.
No, that was thingy. Was it Lunatic Living? That's it, Lunatic Living.
Oh, Lunatic.
He's back. Lunatic Living's back. Yeah.
Is he?
I saw a Snapchat of him recently, yesterday actually, I think, and he's just like spraying suntan lotion all over some naked bird. But yeah, he's back. He's an amazing guy to follow.
Tell him about that. That is so funny. Because he did everything on Snapchat, but he kept getting his Snapchat blocked.
Yeah, but this was like back in the day of like
so
Snapchat
bad.
when Snapchat was like a bit more raw. Like I don't think you could get caught up for it. So he would post every day, just absolute mad stuff. So he's a millionaire. He's a businessman. I think he's actually come from nothing. He's worked really hard his life or whatever. But yeah, he was doing a thing. He was looking for like. He's basically trying to help people out. He's trying to help out like either like really disabled people or people that really struggle with like getting girls or whatever. So he found a guy that had a
micro penis.
Yeah, the micro PP, and
which is, for those who don't know, pretty much if you remember like a dog that goes up inside, like that's what a micro penis is, and it was just so funny.
But yeah, basically he found this guy, and then the whole Snapchat story shows him. I think he went out with him a few nights, and he's taken him to these crazy parties in LA, and the guy's like completely naked in the house parties or whatever. But he's actually like a funny guy. The guy's like a sound guy, but obviously he struggles with ladies. And yeah, so then
any man would when your penis is the size of a tic-tac.
But then what does he do? He arranges. So I think he hires a prostitute. Yeah, prostitute, and
and he gets a doctor to come and inject his wine with some sort of like Viagra to make it hard, and he's like,
and this is all on Snapchat, so everything is on Snapchat.
Yeah, it's all on Snapchat.
You can see it.
Everything, all the graph, every detail, and this thing grows to like what, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters.
I can't remember, dude.
It was literally like that. And he was looking at it, wow.
Yeah, he was well happy.
I've never seen it this big. He was well happy.
But yeah, and then he's got this he's got this really hot bird for the guy, and she's like down away. God knows how much she's paying him. But yeah, and then it starts happening or whatever. Yeah, go on.
That they were having sex. I can just remember it so fucking vividly. They were having sex, and they were doing it for ages. And this Snapchat story was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes long.
Wait,
Snapchat, and it got to the point where he's had to stop having sex because she was just had enough, and she's like trying to suck him up to make him come, and he just won't come.
He couldn't finish.
Nothing. He cannot finish. I don't know if it's because he was on Snapchat or because of the drugs, but he was like, right, she's gone home now. What are we going to do here? And he's just stood there in the middle of the room, butt naked, with his hard on. He's like, I don't know. Like, you know what you should do? He goes, well, you start doing some star jumps, man. We need to get that thing down. And he goes, what? He goes, start doing star jumps.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
He started doing star jumps. You're right. It's not working. You need to start running up and down the stairs.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's just so funny.
But fair play to Lunatic Living. He does help. I think he's doing that again, actually. He's doing it with a dwarf, actually, I think. I saw a dwarf on there the other day, and he's trying to get him laid.
Yeah, that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah. It's fair play, man. If you got all that money, you just can just help people out in that kind of way. It's kind of cool. And you use
these people,
Snapchat as your social media, you're gonna get more and more popular.
He is like, these people who just clued in, clocked on. They work so hard, and they reap all the benefits, don't they?
Yeah.
Them other two dudes, the very interesting pair, the ones you showed me, the ones who in the day are stockbrokers.
And
in they're twins. And in the night, they
what
just
are they
become
called?
Gangsters.
ATL twins.
Yeah. Talk about ATL twins.
Oh my God, ATL twins. So they're these two twins. They grew up really poor, and I think they were like drug addicts, just living on the streets in, I want to say Detroit. I don't know if that's right. That's probably not right.
LA or Hollywood or somewhere like that.
But yeah, they had I'm trying to remember what they were. Were they stockbrokers or?
They were stockbrokers in the day.
Stockbrokers in the day and absolute gangsters at night, and they do everything together.
Tattooed head to bottom, like wore grills, chains, like they're just cool. But the thing that was so interesting about them was the way they lived with each other, because they've obviously been brought up just with each other. They had no family.
Yeah, that was it.
So they rely on each other totally and utterly. Like, they won't go to the shops without each other. They like drive the car together. They said when they're
they
apart,
dress the same as well. They wear the same outfits, don't they?
They're completely in love with one another, and they said they can, when they're not around for like 5 minutes, they get on edge. They get a bit anxious. They have to have them there. So much so
Yeah.
that they couldn't even have separate girlfriends.
Yeah,
They
they
had to
share
share
girls,
one.
didn't
They had to share. They said they tried it, but it just didn't work. So they had to share girlfriends. They shared everything. These guys were so committed to each other. It was so. I mean, imagine having that sort of bond with someone. I think it must be quite
they? Yeah.
influential. And that's probably what made
Yeah.
them so switched on when it comes to stockbrokers, because it's basically
Yeah,
two
they-
minds working as one.
Yeah, they hustle really hard, and they're also professional skateboarders. They started off skateboarding.
Oh, were they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like professional, so they're a cool pair. But they're actually featuring that film, one of my favourite films actually, which I can't think of the name of. What's the one with James Franco in it? And
The Interview.
no, the one where
World's End.
on the beach with the girls, and the girls rob. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. Well, they're in that
What
film.
happens in the film?
You know, when he looks like Riff Raff.
No idea, man.
And he's like a drug dealer, and he gets these girls, he finds these girls, and they like kind of join his team, and they're like in like bikinis, but they've got balaclavas on, and they're shooting everything.
Never seen it.
Yes, you
Sounds
have.
good,
It's
though.
really, oh man, it's a great
Sounds
film.
really good.
I'll find
I
it.
really wanna watch
I will
it.
find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my favourite films, and they're in that. And that's actually because it's an Atlanta-based, no, Miami, I think. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's a good film.
I just saw a really cool.
Spring
film
Breakers, that's
trailer.
it. It's called Spring Breakers for anyone who wants to watch
No,
it.
I've not seen Spring Breakers.
Oh, you need to watch that, dude. Awesome film.
Definitely will. I'll be on that.
On
Pronto.
that thing.
I know that. Should.
That was random. Dude, I got a story
Yeah.
to tell you about. Yeah, I'll tell you the story actually. So the other day, my nan. Yeah, she wants help with shopping because she's old. Well, she's really old now. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll come up and help you. And so we're in. She shops in Marks and Spencers because she's, I don't know, kind of posh.
Posh gal.
Yeah, so we're in her car. She still drives actually, which is pretty cool. So I didn't have to drive her, but she needs help getting about. And she's got a disabled badge obviously because she's over whatever age you need to be to get it. And we're driving around the car park, and we get to the disabled bays, and there's one directly in front of her. So she's going to drive towards it. The car is just leaving the bay, so we're like, okay, sweet, yeah, park here. And then the car's leaving from on the right hand side. We see it driving out on the right. And on my left, I clocked this Porsche, a Macan S. No, actually, it might have been a Cayenne S GTS or something, like some really high-end
Something
Porsche.
nice, yeah.
And it's about like about 50 meters on my left, and then it speeds up as we're going into this thingy, and it just cuts in front. And I'm thinking, oh, she must be trying to go round to like exit, but then she just drives straight into the thing, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I didn't realize I couldn't comprehend it. I was like, what the hell? Where's that come from? But she parks terribly as well. She's like half on the bay. So my nan's like, she's not bothered at all. I'm like actually pissed off. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then I see her, yeah, she gets out of the car. She's like vaping, got a vape in hand, and is like the most normal looking woman ever. Probably like 40. And then, so I was just like pissed off, but I clock what she's wearing. like a killer. I was like, and then okay, so then we go into the shop or whatever. We do find somewhere to park. It's not too far away, but this woman's clearly like able-bodied or whatever. And then for some reason I was so angry about it, and I'm just thinking, I see her in the shop. I'm thinking, what can I do to this woman, just to like get back at her? And then all this shit was going through my head, and I don't really get angry. I don't know why I was so angry, but it just really got to me. I think it was because you know, it's like family.
It's your grandma, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Respect, isn't
and this woman's just, but then she's like in M&S on her vape, looking like she looked like looked like a hound, absolute pretty. Looked like a character out of The Grinch, I think actually. Obviously got a load of money, but then and I think she was having like an argument with one of the women serving her as well. So obviously just not a very nice person, but yeah, I was trying to think of things I could do. So I was thinking maybe I like drop a load of food into a basket while she's not looking, or just something to annoy her. Because I mean, I'm not gonna like.
So ruthless. You didn't confront her then?
Pardon?
You didn't confront her?
Well, no, because I mean, I didn't really know what to say. Really. I was like,
You're not a confrontational pal. Are you?
Well, I wouldn't start crap with an old woman.
Did you not think about just slashing her tyres?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe I go up to her, be like,
bend the wing mirrors back.
maybe I could say, oh, someone's just hit your car or something. It's like it's something like a bit petty, but
You should have gone up to her and goes, "Is that your Porsche Cayman S last time?" She goes, "Ooh, oh God, oh, you should have seen."
Yeah.
Oh, God. Goes, what? Oh, you best go check.
yeah, someone's
it out
done a
quickly.
number on
Run
that
outside.
one, dear. You should check that one out.
Runs outside. Fuck all's happened. Steal
Yeah.
her shopping.
Still a shopping. Yeah, but
Scour it.
yeah, I've just never really got that pissed off ever, and I was just really aggravated by it. But I was like,
Vexed.
I was trying to think, what could I do to this woman? But yeah, nothing happened in the end. But
I should have done something.
yeah,
Should have made something up.
it's just like her on her vape really annoyed me. Just like looking all like, I don't know, like she was a boss or something.
Yeah.
And she's just cut up my 90-year-old gran, and she's about 40.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, bitch. But yeah,
Women drivers. No offense to any women drivers out there. You're all terrible.
to be fair,
I'm not picking on any one of you. You just come as a collective.
to be fair, the amount of girls' cars I've been in, and they're actually like, it's quite scary. And that's not even like that's only from my personal perspective, but there's definitely a correlation between.
I never beat my horn at anyone. I just think it's so petty. I never do it, and I did it today.
Did you?
And one of the other reasons I don't do it is because my horn sounds like rather than like a.
Oh yeah, in your
Just
bright
like-
yellow Mazda.
Yeah, my little gay Mazda. So it just sounds funny. But I had to do it today because he was about to pull. It was dual carriageway, and we were driving down, and he just starts coming left
What, into you?
into my lane. Oh, what the like? Obviously, he didn't check his blind spot or whoever it was. Starts coming right up to the front of my car. I blast the horn and like swerve out the way.
Yeah.
Flash my lights. He zips back onto the other side of the road. I thought, oh, thank God that's over. And then the car in front of me slams on his brakes and pulls into this like little dirt patch that's off the side of the road. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then there's another Jaguar about to overtake me. I had to slam on my brakes, just quickly zip in the tiny gap between the Jaguar and this car that's just slammed on his brakes to go around it. I think he stopped because he thought I was flashing at him and beeping at him. Oh my God, it was a fucking close escape today.
Mate, it's weird.
I was only doing like 50, and it's like, I'm glad I wasn't going fast.
Yeah, man.
Because I might not have made it.
Driving's it's like there is a fine line. Like
Concentrate.
you do have to concentrate, but when you drive for a long time, you kind of like lose focus, don't you? Just take it. It's just like riding a bike almost. You don't really think about it. But then it just takes a little situation like that, and you're like, shit, I could have died.
Yeah, definitely there could have been an accident there.
Yeah.
It was just like a double whammy. I thought I was fine, but then this other car slammed on its brakes. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
You can't. We're on a dual carriageway.
Yeah.
But what's the max? The max speed limit was like 60.
It's 70, isn't it?
I was doing 50. He was doing 50. It was a dual carriageway. It wasn't like a 71 though. It was like near Manchester. And just pulls into a little dirt patch. Who the fuck does that? Especially when there's like, it wasn't like, there's a lot of cars out. Mad.
Yeah.
People, eh?
Remember that time
we're all fine.
me and you were in your car and we drove back from Sherwood Forest. Remember that? And we were parking up on my road. And it's like a
Oh, and that guy, yeah.
it's like a tight street, yeah. And so this guy gave way to us. So Josh drives down.
There was cars parked on either side of the road,
so it's one car at a
technically there's
time.
no right of way.
But but this is you always think that, isn't it you that always think you can fit two cars there or whatever? But
well, you probably couldn't have fit two cars there. To be fair, you might not. He had a big SUV.
Yeah, he had a
and
big
ours
old
was
truck.
little tight small car. And a car went in front of me, and then I went after him, and then parked up, and all I hear is, "Oi!" I didn't think anything of it because I didn't think everyone was shouting at me. He goes, "Oi, dickhead!" Beeps his horn. I turn around. He goes, "What did he say?" He says, "You fucking dickhead! You're not going to say thanks."
Yeah,
and I go, "Ha! Not now." You want to come out there and do something? I go, just laughed at him. Other cars were beeping at him to get out of the way.
It's like, wait.
We were saying this morning. People feel so safe in their cars. They feel like they can hurl abuse at people.
But I just couldn't.
You would do it in the street.
I couldn't believe he got so angry because I mean, I was just a pretty like. I mean, yeah, you probably should have said thank you, but whatever. And then he's just like shouting at the car like he wants to start something. It's like, what the fuck, mate? You obviously got anger issues.
It's not the highway code to thank everyone that lets you through.
No.
That's what I normally do, but I just zipped through and then I went straight to park. So I was concentrating on parking.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not going to turn around and give him a wave. Oh, thanks so much, mate. Really appreciate that one. Don't shout at me, please.
And this is like when me and you in a convertible MX-5 that's bright yellow.
Yeah. Standing out like a dickhead.
Yeah, we look like,
I love that car, mate.
But yeah.
Love that car. I don't look like dickheads. We look like ballers, mate.
That guy was so angry, wasn't he? It was so...
Oh, he was fuming, mate.
Short
he obviously
fuse.
didn't get his... Yeah, man. What a wet lettuce.
What an absolute wet
No need to shout. No need to shout, is there? What harm would it have done to just let it go?
Oh, jeez, my back.
If that guy's listening, I'm sorry I didn't say thank you. Psych.
Yeah, say thank you now, Josh. Just give him a thanks now.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks for making this little story funny. You made me laugh. You're hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, he had his kids in the back as well.
Did it?
Just shouting at me.
Oh
The guy wasn't
God,
even moving, man. He was he was stationary, and I went past. It's not like he had to slam on his brakes to let me through.
Yeah.
No, anyway, dumbass.
I wonder what's going through his head when he's shouting at two guys in the car.
Probably his wife, innit? She's been with another man, mate. Someone in a yellow MX-5. It probably just
he probably saw the car. He's like, he probably clocked it before he even didn't say thank you. He's like, I'm shouting at that car no matter what. Look at those, look at those two lads in there. I'm shouting. And then you didn't give him you give him a little thank you, and then he was straight off. He's like, yes,
straight on it. Any opportunity.
They look like they're
typical
having fun.
Nottingham friendliness, isn't it? the typical friendly gentleman in Nottingham.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking cunt.
Yeah. Oi. You want to start something?
You want to go? Go on then.
Go on then. Let's
go. Wait for him to get out of his car and then just go into your house.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come to my house, mate.
What's it? Come and scratch my car, mate. It's already got like 500 scratches on it.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
People key it.
Yeah, drivers in Nottingham are absolute nuts, aren't they? Everyone's I've got a theory that so basically everyone drives as fast as they can between traffic lights. It seems in Nottingham, people floor
around that ring road.
Lights. And I just think it's because they're like frustrated, like almost like sexually frustrated, except car-wise. They don't have open road because right in the country and no one really. I mean, people speed or whatever, but it's not like
they haven't got Tinder Plus. they're not getting those super likes. They need to utilise.
So they just speed everywhere.
Sexually frustrated, so they speed everywhere.
And it's like the guys that pull up with like Lamborghinis outside clubs. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's cool. You weren't there? I told you about that one.
Yeah, you spoke about it last week. Yeah, you said.
Yeah, they're still mad. Still just hooked up on that. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
So what?
Dude just pulled.
You just get a nice car and then you pull up to clubs and it's just that easy.
See the picture of that Lambo I posted? That was nice.
What was that, an SV, is it?
It was an Aventador.
Yeah, what SV?
Super. I don't know.
SV is like the good one. Yeah,
it was probably. It looked like one of the best ones. That's a well posh like golf club that we went to.
Yeah.
I don't play golf. We just went to swim in the pool. Because most golf clubs have pools and it has a pool and a spa, and that was proper like nice. Called the Mia. Dead nice.
Sounds fancy, man.
Yeah, very fancy, very fancy.
What, a lot of nice cars in the car park?
There was that. There was like a load of Audi A6s, AMGs,
standard
Porsche Caymans. Yeah, a lot of Porsches, stuff like that. Drive around them houses, you see the nicest cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a nice car soon.
Hopefully, yeah. It's like that. You went in Nottingham. There was that like Ferrari rally that we just stumbled across. We saw these people outside, and they've all got these Ferrari flags. We're like, what is going on? And it turns out it's like the 50th, some anniversary of Ferrari. And where we're sitting, we're just in a bar actually. And this is me and a few guys. And all of a sudden, there's a parade of Ferraris, and it was like for like an hour. We had just like Ferrari after Ferrari, like all varieties, old ones, new ones. Saw a LaFerrari Alperta, so the convertible LaFerrari, just like, I think that's like I don't know how much they cost actually, because there's none for sale, I don't think, but
millions,
upwards of
mate.
millions, yeah. But yeah, like 458s for days, every 458, 488s. I think was it 468? I can't remember. The newer 458 thing. But yeah, that was awesome, and just like a foot in front of you, just revving it. That was so cool.
If anyone has a Ferrari out there and they want to lend it to us for the weekend,
Yeah, that'd be good.
we'd be much obliged. Yeah, we need the talent.
And money for insurance,
We need-
please, as well.
Yes, that would do as well. I'm going to end it on that.
Right.
On
It's
Ferraris.
been emotional.
It's been emotional. We didn't get any deep conversations out this week.
Deep
sure we'll have something.
conversation.
I feel like next week I'm gonna have something more prepared.
Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah.
I feel like we winged it a bit today.
Yeah, we did wing it. Good wingage.
We did wing it.
I like chicken wings, dude.
Yeah, I love chicken wings, man. I like hot sauce. I had a carvery today.
You had a
Oh, I'm still
carvery?
full. Yeah, all nice. Yeah, proper nice. All right,
Right.
let's
Play some music or something. Oh, hello.
LD,
LD.
we finish off with my boy.
aka Homicide.
What?
This is what I meant to put on.
Oh my god.
Rain.
Okay.
Alright, peace
LD.
out. Speaks to
You
them.
mix some rain with
Now,
some
Jake
melody.
and Josh.
Yeah. Never even done cocaine. I never even done cocaine. I never even tried it. Never even tried it. Never even tried it. You know I ain't lying. Never even done cocaine. I never even
Smoke weed every day.